Award credits.
Yep. And there's also now another 8 points of obligation, which I'm putting down for all, a group obligation, as opposed to individual. It's simpler for me to track it that way, and it would affect you all.
Well, well, I say this as I will say this when the HUD is not around, when we're back on our own ship, and we've always sweep for bugs. Well, that could have gotten worse.
That could have gone better. What? We really need to know how Imperial systems work before we actually try to fake it.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's about time we go and get more info. Well, let's go see what it looks like on that droid factory looks. And if not, then we can go and start seeing if we can get some Imperial code books.
It's probably a bit late for the factory.
True.
Yeah, you spent a while on this, a few weeks, so the factory's probably not in a good state by now.
So how many credits did we get awarded?
1,000 each.
Chat.
Yeah, it's 1111 credits. 1,111.
Technically, someone should get 1112.
And one credit gets lost in translation.
Transfer fees.
It's not like that matters.
Alright, so we gotta report back and say, you know what, we need to set them. If we're gonna set up any more things, we need to go get an Imperial code book. Or something.
I'm just kind of surprised you don't already have an Imperial code book.
You know, you just never pick one up.
You see, they don't tend to sell those in shops.
Yes, but we're rebels. We tend to steal this stuff all the time.
You know how often the Imperials change codes?
We tend to steal them at about the same rate. Unless I'm mistaken.
Well, yeah, about the same rate, but 2-3 months out of date.
Well, it depends where you steal them from. If code you steal in one area will still be valid somewhere else.
Yeah, would it be an Imperial codebook we would need? I mean, or what would it require to?
Probably more hands-on stuff.
Yeah, more experience than anything else.
So we need to go get a trade, not an Imperial handbook, but we need a Imperial tradecraft training guide. I mean, but
basically,
well, it's not. We can't cry or spilled milk. We have at least not implicated the rebellion in any way.
Well, yeah. If absolutely nothing else, the rebellion can't be implicated. We can be implicated, but the rebellion cannot.
And we basically set up we basically made a shadowy organization that the Hutts will be continuing to combat, but not have first-hand knowledge of.
Pretty much.
Did we just make the Zun Consortium the biggest target the Hutts have?
I think so.
So, what do we do next? Do we actually go back to our...
Next we report back to the people who are, supposed to tell us what to do.
Yeah, everything's taken care of so far on our end, sir. Is there anything you want us to do?
No, you can go about your business for now. We shall be destroying this foul station.
We shall be...
No, we're going back to it. We're going back to the rebellion.
Oh, you telling the Hutt that?
No, we're not doing that.
No. I'm telling you, the GM.
Who may or may not also be a Hutt.
He can be a Hutt when he wants to, and he can leave his friends behind.
Look, I've been losing the weight. I'm not that bad.
Because you don't Hutt, and if you can't Hutt, you can't Hutt am I.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, everybody. Just need to take a small drink break.
So, yeah, returning to rebellion.
That sounds like the title of a book.
I have an image of Jacob here. I do not think I do. Sorry. So, you'll be heading back towards Jagomir, jumping through all the hoops and stuff like that.
The hoops
Making
and
sure
loops.
the huts,
Don't
the
follow.
Imperials, various fringe groups, and people in general aren't following us.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few...
I mean, it's not like we are paranoid. We just know how many people want to kill us.
We're just following procedure.
Yeah.
What was that?
Somebody's phone.
For once, that was not my phone.
Nor was it mine.
It was me. I'm sorry, I'm having problems with my mic.
It was me!
It was me, Austin! It was me all along!
Sounded nothing like Vince.
Give
All
me
right,
a break,
back.
okay? It's hard to do an American accent.
I don't know, I do it pretty well.
Okay,
Yeah, forever. Stop being so British. God.
Well, it's hard. It's hard being superior in every way.
Anyway.
It's hard maintaining an air of superiority in every way.
Although being around
That's probably a more true
Yeah.
statement.
It's hard to being so posh.
posh. Yeah, like we're both posh.
Like, even when I hear myself speak, I just think, Jesus, you middle class twat. Shut up.
Middle class. You'll be quite kind to yourself, aren't you? The Americans, they don't get the class structure. It's fine.
Sorry, they've not had it rigidly beaten into them from birth.
No. Have you ever seen
Thank
that?
God for that.
Have you ever seen that sketch that I'm middle class, but I looked up to him?
It's the three Ronnies, though.
Three Ronnies, yeah. Look it up at some point. It's
Except
fantastic.
John Cleese is the tall one.
Yeah.
In the sketch. But anyway, digression over.
Yep. Jagomir. Wonderful, swampy, horrible Jagomir.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Yay.
It smells just as bad as last time. Except there's a lot more people here.
Well, at least it hasn't started smelling worse.
It's kind of hard.
Don't worry. When your nose finally. Oh
Have
no,
you
wait.
been
Am I
to
right?
Nalhada?
Fair enough.
Yep. So they are going to report that the droid factory has been destroyed by the Imperium.
Oh.
Yeah. They arrived.
The Imperial, singular.
The Imperium, I said.
But that's kind of like it is a loss, but it's also not too big a problem because
Well, we lost excess manpower. We did not lose political sway.
well, we might have gained political sway, though we need to actually make sure that the Imperials can't go. Well, the rebels were using droids, and therefore we draw a line between them and separatists. And they're probably doing that already, but
I like how you made you with the way you've made the way you made that sound like they were big old bullies. Like, well, they'd be using droids. They must be separatists.
Well, I mean, they are.
I mean, strictly speaking, we are separatists.
Well, yeah. Well, we're tactically not separatist because we're trying to bring everybody together,
Mm-hmm.
just under a new republic.
Come together right now.
No.
Under me.
No.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Let's just pretend that never happened.
What are you talking about?
I got no
I
idea.
have gotten far too good at that in my life.
Oh no.
We never talk of this again.
Talk of what?
Talk about what?
Oh.
I don't know. We're not talking about it.
So, getting report on destroyed droid factory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
destroyed Droid Factory. Vader arrived.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Thank God we did not go.
Executioner, Orbit. Not much of a Droid Factory left.
Executor.
Executor. Yeah.
Executor, actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Executor.
Yes, that's
I wonder how we would be able to
Executor.
stop that. We would not have been able to stop that from happening.
Oh,
Until there's upset.
not unless we took a lot more. Is it a lot of personnel with us, or possibly turned the
You
planets?
cannot stop the Executor. Just you cannot.
Yeah.
Trust me. I am
Well-
not piloting my A-wing into the bridge.
Why? So every character wants to go out.
The A-Wing
Fairness,
does...
Rana would love going out like that.
The A-Wing does have an ejector seat.
Wait, it does?
Space?
Yeah, it's called the automatic spacing. But
Well, in Rebel did it. Fuck it. Let's just
Almost a sentence buried underneath the muttering and swearing there.
And
There's
an
a
embarrassment.
There's a really stupid reason for Rebel craft to have escape pod or ejector seats. And it comes down to they've got a shield in their helmet. I am not shitting you.
Yeah. It's kind of like
Can I have a shield in my helmet?
you're a robot. You don't suffer
Well-
from the.
It's only a particle shield, so really it's just there to keep the atmosphere in for a couple of minutes while the guys come around and save your ass.
That sounds, safe.
Well, it's certainly safer than just leaving them to die if their engine's cut out.
See? Anyway, let's continue on.
yeah. So they're kind of getting used to the fact that they've lost. That they were hoping.
Cheap labor.
Yeah, the cheap labour, the disposable troops they could use to shock. You know, they were kind of hoping for that.
No, don't worry. We can find or set up another.
Yeah, at least now we're not fighting a war on two fronts.
Is it bad that when you say at least we're not fighting a war on two fronts, my immediate reaction is, oh, so we're fighting a war on three fronts then?
Ugh.
That could be in the near future.
Don't worry. It's all gonna be a-okay. We're gonna get exactly what we deserve.
Oh god, I hope not.
Oh Jesus, no!
Not what we deserve. God.
We deserve a hell of a lot. We don't want that.
Don't worry, you'll get
God.
exactly what you deserve.
No.
Oh no. That's not what we want.
We want more than what we deserve, or maybe less.
We want better than we deserve.
Doesn't everyone?
I want an army.
Well,
Well, we've got one. It's just not yours.
All right. So, what is our commander general? What's our liaison gonna say?
not really much. The loss of the droid factory is going to be quite a blow, so we have to double down on the hut angle.
Double down on the what?
Hut angle.
Ah.
I mean,
Well, we were able to preserve.
About that.
We were able to preserve our name, but we were not able to properly implicate the Imperium. We require a. The Hut is suspicious. Like, he won't accept the Imperium as an implicatable source. Disturbingly so, as if he knows what the Imperium is doing in the area. Maybe he has connections that he knows that would basically make him unbullshittable on that front. Because, man, we tried to sell him some very high-quality bullshit.
Well, he also may have, he also may have dealt with the Imperium, or the Empire before, and given our relative lack of information on how Empire inner workings are, we could not sell him that we could not sell him what we presented him as
Maybe-
proper Imperial.
To this end, we are now going to go steal Imperial codes for about 4 months.
As an aside, maybe we should also do some research on the Hutt himself and his own
That
dealings.
is certainly a thing. But
That we
however,
didn't-
is there anything is there anything we can do for the rebellion at the moment?
I think at this stage we're probably better served serving the rebellion by doing as little as possible.
Go stand in that corner, face the wall. It'll all be much better for us.
But we do so well and so good for everyone.
The only thing you suggest is we need to increase the penetration of the drug.
Ooh.
About that.
Well, we still have the drug and the drug formula. We just don't have the station anymore to produce it because we sacrificed it as another means to relay, suspicion of that. So we can go and set up another station to make more drug. We still have the supplier for it. If you want to increase the potency of said drug, Calculon has a couple of ideas, but I'm sure we can work with that and to make it penetrate faster, harder.
You really need to rethink your choice of words, Gray.
I mean, the thing is that it's the correct term if you're talking about, pushing drugs or medicine,
I know,
but
you're enabling him.
We just gotta make it hit harder, hit faster, and just get right there in that system and make it addictive. So I have a few ideas. What's more addicted to the dark side?
Oh no.
oh god. We do not need an entire...
You could you could turn the crazy babble bot off if you want.
I will say I used some of the most potent materials in the galaxy, so I don't think I could actually make it stronger. The problem is the legal situation. If we could somehow manipulate Hutt politics so that it became accepted, then maybe.
Hutt politics is not the sort of thing we should be
This is
dabbling in.
manipulating Hutt politics. This is the opposite of nothing.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to do.
Besides, wasn't the point in the first place to manipulate Hutt politics so they would back us?
Yes.
Technically, wasn't the point to manipulate Hutt biology, if we're being technical.
Well, we're doing one to do the other. I mean,
Politics is just an offshoot of biology.
Anyway, he's going to have a long discussion about this. Basically, the best way. Basically, it may be kind of a supply and demand thing now. If you can't trick them into thinking the Empire are doing it, maybe it's time to start using the fact you're the sole source.
About that.
What? What happened? Spit it out. What did you do?
We
He's just gonna back
I want
away
to preface
slowly.
the next 5 minutes of anger by saying I have been in no way involved.
we kind of explained to them
Okay.
that we explained to them that essentially the Hutt was this Hutt is actually extremely competent, and
You don't meet
Hands-on.
many incompetent Hutts.
no, you don't actually.
This
But
one was
he
competent in more than being a crime lord.
He's competent and very hands-on, which is very unusual for a Hutt. And led the investigation. We got ourselves hired and sabotaged the investigation a little bit, and we're trying to worm our way into his trust and also feeding him misinformation. However, that also means that some of the bases we were using were compromised. Information was wiped. Nothing
Comes back to us.
nothing comes back to us. But
the organic staff of the installation were escorted away.
We don't know that.
Alive.
Hey, we don't know of any bad blood. We can always go back and see if we can do a rehiring on them when we set up a new station. We just need to make it bigger, stronger, addictiver, and, call it Tut King Classic.
For reasons beyond us, Calculon decided not to wipe the formula along with the rest of the data.
Which one? Wipe the formula.
The drug formula. No, you said you're leaving the drug formula there. You uploaded it into a droid. You specifically said you were leaving it there.
I thought we were shooting all the droids. Okay.
They might not have it. They probably do.
Well, Carla specifically said that he had found it. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. But now it's a production war. Well, I don't know if they're going to be producing it for themselves, are they?
Well, no. At this point, Carla's probably trying to make an antidote, I suppose?
or a less addictive version.
Yeah, methadone version.
Seems like I shot the entire project in the foot. Man, and that's hard when I have 4 feet.
Yeah, and it's not like any of us could really... Okay, unless somebody else had computers, it's not like any of us could really know what exactly you were doing.
Well, the big red flag would have been when Carla said he found the formula.
Yeah, no, we would have gone like... We would have been very surprised.
Wait. Can I spend a light save point to make it a slightly altered formula?
I'll allow that.
So it's
a partially corrupted formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they can fix it, but it'll take a lot of work.
Yep.
And it's basically like it makes Hut Kane, but it makes a much more painful version of Hut Kane. We have the good Hut Kane, they have the bad Hut Kane.
They've only got a portion of the formula. They'd have to reconstruct the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at this point, you know, your guy Tobias gonna like shake his head. It's just going so badly at the moment. The only good thing was we were able to rescue a convoy of Gungan slaves on their way to the rebuilding of the Death Star. You know,
it is a really sad day when the high point is rescuing Gungans.
I know.
Oh, hey, okay, not all Gungans are as obnoxious as Jar Jar. Jar Jar is exceptional in his species for being obnoxious.
They're still not great.
No, they're not great, but they're not that bad.
Well, we could also... But so you think we can use these Gungans as a staff of our own?
Possibly. They're looking for work.
Lab?
I'd just much rather have had, like, some Wookiees or something.
But Wookiees are too honorable to work in a drug lab.
Oh, it was more because they're rebellion now, which they would be very useful for.
Yeah, true. Alright. It's gonna be pretty hard to get back off our feet. I mean, we lost pretty much most of the assets we've gained. Is there anything other good news, bad news, or is there any alliances or anything being declared? How is our political standing right now?
Political standing is okay. The Mon Calamaris are almost ready to sign up. Well, actually, the Mon Calamaris have signed up. Got the Bothans.
The Quarrens.
The Quarrens.
Are probably about to sign up.
Yeah, the Quarrens are about to sign up. We still need more ships. We need another fleet. We just no real way we can strike against the Empire at the moment. And anything more than just like hit and run raids. But, you know, at least at this point there's little else that can get worse.
And then the
Say
klaxons
that.
start blaring.
Yeah.
And then the klaxons start blaring.
Yes, and then the klaxons start blaring.
God.
There's an explosion in the background.
Narrative conventions this universe runs on.
The game's just gonna look at the explosion. Look
Son of a
back at
bitch.
Commander, look at the explosion.
Calculon stares longingly into his disruptor rifle.
It's like, what's that? Got to investigate.
Do you really? Can we not just pretend it was something nice and go about our day?
Screams appear, can be heard in the distance.
Screams of joy?
No.
Oh.
Alright. Let's go investigate, guys.
Again, just
Don't
gonna
they
sigh, pull a
guys for
lightsaber
that?
out.
Sorry? What was that, forever?
I was just saying, like, maybe they have guys for that. Maybe this is a situation where, like, other people can take care of it, and everyone will get along.
Remember forever, the movie's not over until some of it, one, if more, or if all of us get frozen in carbonite.
And/or delimbed.
Yes.
That seems like it would properly dry your skin out.
What? Carbonite or having an
Be
arm chop?
frozen in carbonite, yeah. Like, you wake up and you just need, like, all of the lotion.
He puts the lotion on
Like-
his skin against the carbonite again?
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's go, guys. Let's hopefully not meet a Boba Fett.
Oh, you wish. You really wish. So, you'll step
If I
outside.
get asthmatic breathing, I'm just going to run. I don't care.
How will we run into an asthmatic breather guy? I mean, this is the This is the rebel base. Clearly, none of the Empire would be able to strike so deeply into our heart. I mean, we would already know by the ships being above us and the AT-ATs being on the ground, right?
Yeah. If it was an Imperial attack,
I
you'd be
admire your optimism, and I wish I shared it.
So, as you step outside, there's like columns of smoke everywhere, like blaster fire going off into the distance. It's quite hard to see. That's the sound of a rifle crack, apparently.
Yes.
You can tell where the carnage is coming from, though, because somewhere deep in the the morning mist and the smoke, you can see a red light flashing around.
I'm going to go and see if my A-wing is parked correctly, because I think I may have left it slightly outside of the bay. Bye, guys.
Rana, come on, we're all gonna find out together.
But we know what we're going to find out.
If it was Vader, we would also have stormtroopers. We have yet to have stormtroopers yet.
Do you hear the
If it
rifle
was
shots?
Vader, the Gan would have felt that shit a mile away.
Right.
Come on.
He's walking towards the disturbance with his med pack out.
Yep. There's plenty of people around who need help.
Same but lightsaber.
Calculon is clanking on over
Um,
to work on the, I don't know. What does Calculon do?
Can we have an average perception check from everyone, please?
Woo, perception.
Perception.
Woo! Perception.
Thing I'm not really that great at. Oh, Calculon gets sliced.